Okay, this section is about factoring trinomial. So before we learn the factoring trinomial, let's check this. Okay, let's distribute this to the product of these two binomials. So using FOIL method, this is x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. Then we can combine the like terms, x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, so here is a trinomial, x squared plus 5x plus 6. So we want to factor this trinomial so that it's going to be a product of these two binomials. So how can we write it as this? So there are some methods. So let's use one of those methods. So okay, the method is really simple. It is really simple. The problem is we have to think. We have to try and get some errors and try and error. So this is what we do. Okay, make sure the trinomial is written in descending order by the degree. So largest degree term comes first, and then so the second part is this degree, the exponent is 2, exponent is 1, and the constant, or vice versa. Or constant comes, and the x term, and the square term. So once we rearrange the polynomial, the trinomial, then we will use the first term and the last term. So write a pair of two factors so that the product is x squared. So x squared is always x times x. So write down x vertically like this, and then write two factors of this 6. So 6 is a product of, 6 can be 1 times 6, or 2 times 3, or 3 times 6, or 6 times 1. So there are many combinations of pair of two factors whose product is 6. So let's use one of these factors, the pairs. So 6 can be, we can try 2 and 3. Maybe we can try 2 and 3. So 6 is 2 times 3. So write down those two factors vertically like this, 2, 3. And what we do next is, okay, we do a cross multiply. So multiply x and 2, then write it next to this number, 2x. And then cross multiply these two numbers, x and 3, then write it as here, 3x. So we have a cross product, 2x and 3x. The next step is add these two results. So 2x plus 3x is 5x. Okay, and then check if the sum is same as the term in the middle. If it is same as the term in the middle, then we have found these two binomials. So this is equal to, these two binomials are the expression in the first line and the expression in the second line. So the factor form is x plus 2 times x plus 3. So this is same as this one. So 2 means plus 2, positive 2. 3 means positive 3. So x plus 2 times x minus 2. Okay, make sure these two factors are the first line and the second line, not the cross. Don't make it a cross. X plus 3, okay, this is not right. X 2, x 3. Okay, x plus 2, x plus 2 is not correct. This is wrong. This is not right. So those two factors are what? The first line and the second line. Okay, let's try more examples. Okay, here is a trinomial. So okay, this trinomial is written correctly, is in order by the degrees. So let's write a pair of two factors for the first term. So x squared is always x times x, and 4 is, it can be 1 times 4 or 2 times 2, So let's try 2 times 2. 2 times 2. So pair of 4 is 1 times 4 or 4 times 1, 2 times 2 or that's it. And even the product of these two has to be positive, so you can put both negative. So negative 1 times negative 4 is 4. Negative 4 times negative 1 is also 4. So negative 2 times negative 2 is also 4. So there are many combinations. So this 4, the last term, 4 can be written as 2 times 2 or negative 2 times negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2. So negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. So we have written the right factors. The next step is what? Cross multiply. So negative 2 times x is, write it next to it. Let me erase this. So negative 2x, multiply these two, then negative 2x, and then sum. The sum is negative 4x. And negative 4x is same as the term in the middle. So we found the two terms, two factors. The first one is what? The first line. The second binomial is the second line. So this is equal to product of x minus 2, x minus 2. Since there are two factors the same, we can write it as a squared. So x minus 2 squared. Like this. Okay, let's try letter B. Okay, letter B is trinomial 16y squared plus 24y plus 9. Okay, and this one is, okay, is there any common factor? There's no common factor, but the first term can be written as 4y, because 16 is 4y, 4 squared, so we can write it as 4y squared plus 24y plus 9. Okay, then from here we can use our method. So from the first term we can write 4y squared, so we can write it 4y times 4y. And 9 can be written as 3 times 3. Then do the cross multiply, so multiply diagonally, then 4y times 3 is 12y, 4y times 3 is 12y, and then add these two results. So 12y plus 12y is 24y, and this result is same as the term in the middle. So we found two factors, two binomials. So this is equal to the first line times the second line. So 4y plus 3 times 4y plus 3. Actually, these two factors, binomials are the same, so we can square the binomial. Square the binomial, so 4y plus 3 squared. Okay, let's try another one. Letter C. Okay, C is, okay, this one is a binomial, but look at the variables. The first one is x squared, the last one is y squared, and the middle term is together with xy. Then this is in the right order. So if there are two variables, then the first one should be the first x squared, and the last one is square of the other variable. The second term is the combination of two variables. And then we can find two factors of the first term. So 9x squared can be written as 3x times 3x. And the third term can be written as 5y times 5y. 5y times 5y. Okay, then do the cross multiply. Do the cross multiply, then this is 15xy. And this cross multiply is 15xy. And the sum is 30xy. But look at the second term. The second term is minus 30, but we have positive 30. So the sign is different, but fortunately, The third one is a plus. The sign is positive. So why don't we multiply both negative? So negative 5y times negative 5y is positive 25. So it is okay to write both negative because the product is positive. Then the cross multiply is negative, negative. So negative 15xy plus negative 15xy is negative 30xy. This is same as the term in the middle. So we found the two binomials. The first one, and this is the second one. So 3x minus 5y. These two binomials are the same, so we can square it. So this is the factor form. Okay, by the way, from the previous one, you don't have to make it a 4y squared because 16y squared is 4y times 4y. 4y times 4y. So you don't have to actually do this squaring. Okay. Okay, this example has common factors. So first of all, let's factor out the GCF. Then this trinomial has the GCF 3. So factor out 3, then x squared minus 10x plus 25. All right, then the parenthesis has trinomial. So let's check whether we can factor this trinomial. So the first one is x times x. The third term is 5 times 5. And look at the second term. Second term is negative, so we can make both positive, both negative. So negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. So we can use negative 5 and negative 5. And then do the cross multiply, then negative 5x. This 2 is negative 5x. And then the sum is negative 10x, which is same as the term in the middle. So this is equal to, so the first factor is x minus 5, the second factor is x minus 5. So the result is 3 times, don't forget this 3 times x minus 5 squared. Okay, the letter B, next one is, okay, even this one, there is a common factor. Okay, 2 is the common factor, 4 is the common factor. So looks like 4 is the largest common factor. So factor out 4 and y. So y is a common factor as well. So factor out y. Then the first term is 4 times 4 is 16. And then y times y squared is y cubed. Plus 4 times 20 is 80. And then y. Okay, plus 100 is 4 times 25 is 100. And the y factored out. Okay, now the trinomial. Here's a trinomial. So let's find out whether we can factor this. So we can find the combination, then we can factor it. So 4y squared is equal to 2y times 2y. And 25 is 5 times 5. So we can put 5 times 5. And then cross multiply. So 10y. This product is 10y. The sum is 20y. And this result is same as the term in the middle. So this is equal to 4y times the first line, 2y plus 5, times 2y plus 5, which is same as this binomial, so square it. So we are done. Okay, this is trinomial also, so let's check if the order is correct. So x squared, x, and the constant. Okay, the order is fine. And then let's write two factors for the first term and the last term. So x squared is x times x. And the negative 4 is, we can try, okay, negative 4 can be 1 times 4. Okay, one of them should be negative, so it can be 1 or 1 times 4, and then 4 can be negative. Or you can use 2 times 2, so one of them is negative, so negative 2 times 2 or 2 times negative 2. So these are the possible pairs of negative 4. So we can use one of them, and if it's not working, if this is not working, we can try another one, and another one until we find the right combination. So in this case, let's use 1 times 4, and then one of them has to be negative because this is negative sign. So we can put the negative sign over here. Okay, let's try this first. So negative 1 times 4 is negative 5, negative 4. So we have this product of these two numbers is correct. Then let's do the cross multiply. So negative 1 times x is negative x. 4 times x is 4x. The sum is 3x. And this is equal to term in the middle. So yes, we found it. So the product is, the factor form is the product of the first line and the second line. So x minus 1 times x plus 4. Done. Okay, let's try another example. Example 4. Okay, so this trinomial is written in the right order. So the first term is x times x. The second term is negative 8. So the product has to be negative. Then we can try 2 times 4 is 8. We gotta put the negative sign. Okay, let's try this time put the negative sign on 2. Then this product is negative 2x. And this product is 4x. And the sum is 2x. So as you can see here, this is positive 2x. And this is negative 2x. So the sign is not right. So in this case, we can switch the sign. So instead of using negative 2, we can make this one positive 2 and negative 4. So we can put the negative sign on 4. So the product of 2 and negative 4 is negative 8. So always make sure the product of these two numbers is same as the last term, negative 8. Okay, then this is 2 times x is positive 2x. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. And the sum is negative 2x. So the result is same as the term in the middle. So this is equal to the product of the first binomial, x plus 2, and the second binomial, x minus 4. Okay, let's try letter B. Okay, letter B is x squared minus 5x plus 6. We will use the same method. So the first one is x squared, so x times x. The third one is 6, so 6 can be a product of 1 and 6. 1 and 6. But 1 and 6 may not work because this is x, this is 6x. Okay, one of them has to be negative. Then this is positive 6. So this is 5x. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm doing incorrectly. Okay. So 6. The product of these two has to be positive 6. Positive 6. So you cannot put negative sign here. If you want to put negative sign on 1, then also you have to put a negative sign on 2. Because product of these two has to be positive 6. So negative, negative, positive 6. So if you want to put the negative sign, both has to be negative to make it positive. So this is negative x. This product is negative 6x, then negative 7x. And negative 7x is different from this. So this combination is not right. So let's try another one. Another one. So 6 can be written as 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Or negative 2, negative 3 is also product of these two numbers is positive 6. So we can use either this or this. So let's try 2 times 3. Anyway, 2 times 3 is 6. And then we can put both negative. So that this product is negative 2x. This product is negative 3x. The sum is negative 5x. So we have negative 5x, negative 5x. So we're done. So the factor form is the first line x minus 2 times the second line x minus 3. Okay. So when we factor trinomial, it's really important to write two factors whose product is the first term, and write two factors whose term is product of whose product is 6, the last term. Okay, let's try. Okay, we have to practice many examples. So let's try another one. Okay, let's try this exercise, number 21 and 23. Okay, number 21 is y squared is y times y, and 30 is, we can try 10 times 3 or 3 times 10. 3 times 10. Then 3 times 10 is 30, but since there is negative sign, so we can put the negative sign. So either on 3 or 10, but if you think carefully, the middle term is positive. Positive, so the result has to be positive. So we can put the negative sign on 3. So when we add two results, it's going to be positive. So let's try this one. So product of y times negative 3 is negative 3y. Y times 10 is 10y. And the sum is 7y. Positive 7y. So this is same as the second term. So the result will be the product of these two binomial factors. So y minus 3 times y plus 10. Okay, always the first line. The factors are the first line and the second line. Okay, don't make it a diagonally. Okay. Okay, because exercise 23 is, okay, let's do the same method. T squared is t times t. And 16, this is negative 16, so we can make it 2 times 8. 2 times 8 is 16. And then we gotta put the negative sign on either 2 or 8. So in this case, the result has to be negative, so why don't we put the negative sign on 8? So, and then let's find the sum of the cross product. So 2 times t is 2t. T times negative 8 is negative 8t. And the sum is negative 6t. So this is same as the term in the middle. Done. So this is a product of these two binomial factors. 2 minus, this is positive 2, right? Positive 2. So t plus 2 times t minus 8. Okay, let's factor this trinomial. Okay, we will use the same method. Okay, we're gonna use this factoring this trinomial using the same method. Okay, in order to factor trinomial, use the same method always. So the first term is x times x. The last one is, okay, actually 18 can be written as is a product of 1 times 18, or 8 times 1, or 2 times 9, or 9 times 2. And one of them has to be negative, so either you can put the negative sign on either this side or this side. So we can try any one of this. And if it's not working, then try another one, another one, another one. So let's try this time 1 times 18. 1 times 18. And we have to put the negative sign because the product has to be negative 18. So in this case, let's put the negative sign on 18. Because, look at this, the sign of the second term. The result has to be negative. So when we add two numbers, if the larger number is negative, the result is negative. So I put the negative sign on 18. Then this product is x. This product is negative 18x. The sum is negative 17x. And this sum is same as the term in the middle. So it is a product of the first line and the second line. That's x plus 1 times x minus 18. Okay, let's try another one, example 6. Okay, so this is trinomial also, and then the first one is 4x squared. So 4x squared can be written as x times 4x, right? We can try x times 4x, or we can try 2x times 2x. If it's not working, then we can, x times 4x is not working, we can try 2x times 2x. Okay, and 6 is what? You can try 2 times 3, and then we gotta put the negative sign, so maybe we can try negative sign on 2. Then this product is, so negative 6 can be written as negative 2 times 3. Then this is negative 8x. This cross multiply is 3x. The sum is negative 5x. We have a 5x, but the sign is different. So the last term has to be, the negative 6, we can put the negative sign on 3, and 2 is positive. So anyway, plus 2 times positive 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So we can put the negative sign on 3. Then this product is positive 8x. This is negative 3x. The sum is 5x. So the result is same as the second term. So this is equal to x plus 2 times 4x minus 3. Done. Okay, let's try this kind of examples again, and it's kind of more complicated. So let's try exercise 41. Okay, exercise 41 is 5z squared plus 2z is minus 3. Okay, the first term can be written as a product of z times 5z. So the product is 5z squared. And the third term is negative 3 can be written as 1 times 3. 1 times 3. But we need to put the negative sign, so the product is negative. So why don't we put the negative sign? Let's try here. If it's not working, then you can put the negative sign over there to 1. So this product is 5z. And this product is negative 3z. And the sum is 2z. Yes, the result is same as the second term. So this is equal to z plus 1. And this, 5z minus 3. Okay, let's try another one. Maybe we can try 45. Let's try 45, exercise. 6x squared minus 5x minus 25. Okay, 2x squared can be written as what? 2x times 3x. Okay, let's try 2x times 3x. If this is not working, then we may try x times 6x. Okay, and then the third term is 25 is 5 times 5. We can put the negative sign, maybe. Okay, let's try over here. Then this product is negative 15x. This is 10x, and the sum is negative 5x. Bingo! This is, the result is same as the second term. So this is equal to 2x minus 5 times 3x plus 5. Alright. Okay, so we can try, 46. Okay, let's try 46. Okay, we gotta try as many exercises as possible. Okay, then the first one can be written as 3x times 5x. So 3 times 5 is 15. And negative 3 is 1 times 3. Okay, 1 times 3. Then minus sign goes, one of them. So let's try over here first. Then this product is negative 5x. This product is 9x. Then the sum is 4x. Yes, we did a very good guess. So this same as the second term. And this is equal to 3x minus 1 times 5x plus 3. So if this is not working, then you can change this negative sign and try. Even we try switching the sign, it's not working, then we may try 1 times 3. I'm sorry, this is not working, so 3 times 1. So either negative 3 times 1 or 3 times negative 1. So we can try this. If it's not working, you can try this. If this is not working, then we have to change this one into 5x times 3x. No, not this one. We can change this one into x times 15x or 15x times x. Because 3x, 5x is not working. So next possible pair is x times 15x. Okay. Anyway, we did the right choice. So the result is same. 4x is same as the second term. So we can write the answer as the product of these two binomials. Okay, let's try factoring this trinomial. Okay, the first one is x times 3x, and the second part is 1 times 2. We gotta put the negative sign, so let's try putting negative sign here. And this is negative 3x, positive 2x, then sum is negative x. This is not right. So this combination, so negative 1, 2, is not working. Then why don't we put the negative sign the bottom? So anyway, the product of 1 and negative 2 is negative 2. Then this product is, okay, erase this part. This product is 3x. This product is negative 2x. The sum is x. Also, this is not right, not equal to the 5x. So 1 and negative 2 is not right. Then we can try another one. Why don't we try 2 times 1? 2 times 1. Because negative 2 is 2 times 1. So we can try not this. 2 times 1. And we have to put the negative sign. So let's put the negative sign over there. Then this product is negative 6x. This product is x. The sum is negative 5x. We have a 5x, but the sign is different. Sign is different. So we can switch the sign. So let's put the sign on the number 1. So positive 2 times negative 2 is positive 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. So this is right order. I mean the right pair. So 2 minus 1 is okay. Then this product is positive 6x. This one is negative x. The sum is positive 5x. So this result is same as the term in the middle. So we found the pair. So this is this binomial is not one pair, and the second line is the factor, the binomial factor. So we are done. So what we do is find two factors so that the product of these two factors is same as the first term, and then you get the two factors whose product is the third term. Okay, so there are many pairs, so many pairs, so we have to try one each. If it's not working, try another one. If it's not working, try another one. If it's not working, try another one until it satisfies. Okay, if you tried all the possible factors, if it's still you cannot find the result, then it is a prime. We cannot factor this trinomial over integers. Okay, let's try another example. Okay, this is exercise 48. Then the first term is x times 2x. The second one is 3 times 3. Then this product is 6x. This product is 3x. The sum is 9x. So this same as the term in the middle. So this is equal to x plus 3, 2x plus 3. The first line and the second line. Okay, let's try 50, the even numbers. 7x squared minus 13x minus 2. Okay, then the first term is x times 7x, and 2 can be 2 times 1. We gotta put the negative sign, so let's try on 2. Then this product is negative 14x. This is x. the sum is negative 13x, which is same as the term in the middle. So this is equal to the first line times the second line, 7x plus 1. Okay, try another one. Okay, let's try 53. Okay, 53. Okay, 53 is 10y squared minus 7y minus 12. Okay, the first one can be the product of 2y times 5y or y times 10y. So it can be y times 10y or 2y times 5y. So let's try this one first. If it's not working, then we will try y times 10y later. Okay, then 12 is 2 times 4 or 4 times 2. Okay, 2 times 4 or 2 times 6. Okay, but let's try anyway. Okay, put the negative sign here. Then the sum is negative 15y. This is 8y. Then the sum is negative 7y. Bingo! Nice choice, nice guess. So this is equal to this one times this one. 2y minus 3 times 5y plus 4. Okay, we luckily selected two factors, negative 3 and 4. If we selected 4 and let's say, okay, let's try. If we select 4 and 3, then this is negative 20y. This is 6y. The sum is negative 14y. Okay, this result is different from the second term. So 4 and 3 is not right. So in that case, we can switch these two numbers, 3 and 4, like this. 3 times 4. So we had the right choice and we got the answer. So it's very important to practice. Okay, practice. Okay, let's do the example 8. Okay, the first one is a binomial. So if it's a binomial, then always check if this one satisfies those four properties. Sum of difference, the difference of two squares, sum of two squares, sum of cubes, and the difference of cubes. So this is minus, so minus, and this is square. So we can try whether this satisfies difference of squares. But 3 cannot be a square. So in that case, we can check whether we can factor out 3. So in this case, 3 is a common factor. So factor out 3. Then x squared minus 3 and 6. So 108 is 3 times 36. And then the binomial in the parentheses is a difference of squares. 36 is 6 squared. So we can use the difference of squares formula. 3 times, okay, a plus b, a minus b, x and 6. So x plus 6, x minus 6. Okay, done. Okay, the next one is a trinomial. And this trinomial has a common factor, x and 4. So we can factor out 4x. Parenthesis, the first term is x squared minus 4 times 8 is 32. So 32 is 4 times 8. So negative 8x plus 64 is 4 times 16. And the x is factored out. So from here, this trinomial, let's check whether we can factor this trinomial. So x squared is x times x, 16 is 4 times 4. And then we can put both negative because negative times negative is still positive. so that the sum of the cross multiply is negative. So negative 4x, this product is negative 4x, the sum is negative 8x, same as the second term. So this is equal to 4x times the first line, binomial in the first line, and the binomial in the second line. They are same, so make it square. Okay, let's try the letter C. Okay, letter C is 6x cubed plus 27x squared minus 15x. Okay, same thing. This one has common factor 3x. 3x, so 3 can divide each number, and there's a variable x. So factor out 3x, then 2x squared plus 9x minus 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, so the parenthesis is trinomial, so we can try to find factors. The first term is x times 2x. 5 is 5 times 1. You can try 1 times 5, but I want to try 5 times 1. And then put the negative sign because the product has to be negative. And then multiply these two, then 10x. Multiply these two, then negative x. Then the sum is 9x. So this is the same as the second term. So this is equal to 3x times product of the first line, product of the second line. Okay, and let's try letter D. Okay, there are 4 terms instead of 3 terms, there are 4 terms. So if there are 4 terms, then what do? We can try factoring by grouping, factor by grouping. And there is no common factor, so we can just directly do factoring by grouping. So the first 2 terms has common factor x squared, so x minus 3. The second group has a common factor negative 4, so change the sign, parenthesis, change the sign, which is positive x. Change the sign of the second term, so that is minus 3. So 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, then we have a binomial as a common factor. X minus 3 is a common factor. So the binomial x minus 3 is factored out. Then parenthesis, write the leftover factors, x squared minus 4. We are not done yet because x minus 3 is a prime, not factorable, but the second part is difference of squares. So we can factor the second parenthesis. So x minus 3 and x squared minus 4 is 2 squared. So this is difference of 2 squares. So we can apply the formula. So a plus b, a minus b, x and 2. So x plus 2, x minus 2. Done. So for the rest of these chapters and sections, we will use this method to factor trinomial. So please practice and be familiar with using these methods.